Jim McCreight from McCreight Progressive Dentistry. So thank you for people watching our videos. I really hope it's informative, and there's no fancy filming people that are doing this. It's just really my team and I, and sometimes some of my team members. So today what I'm going to talk about, this is not a real new concept. I'm really passionate about supplements, and most people are taking some form of supplement. Either it's a probiotic, CoQ10, omega-3, but what I'm going to focus on is the Dakota line of supplements that we sell in our office, and you can go to the Dakota website. It's the same price. So this is not a multi-level company. Dakota Pharmacy, and Kevin is a compounding pharmacist. I work directly with the best. I think most people know that, and that's why I love doing these videos, because truth be told, anything that I'm going to tell you is not only products that I use personally, they're products that we recommend to our clients. So let's just go off on the probiotic tangent today. And let's just tell you first, we were big fans of Evora Pro. Evora Pro, and just so you know, what is a probiotic to begin with? It's just the healthy bacteria. So everybody, in my opinion, needs to be on a probiotic. But the Evora Pro, let's just talk about it. We've had this in the office for probably 5 or 6 years. It's 125 million count. And it was really just oral cavity specific, meaning that you would suck on this little pill and it would just benefit the oral cavity. That's great, but when we transitioned to Dakota and Pro Flora Balance, it basically had a much higher count, 15 billion good bacteria, and it could be used for both your mouth and the rest of your gut. Most people that are taking probiotics, I'm going to be real with you, they're taking it for their gut. I've also been a big fan of using it for the oral cavity because we want to have a good balance of good bacteria, and obviously we're trying to get rid of the bad bacteria, but that's never fully going to happen. You're never going to get rid of all the bad bacteria in the mouth. They're going to keep coming back. What we want to have is a good harmony of good and bad bacteria. And in this case, we want to have more good than bad, okay? So, again, on the probiotic line, I'll be reading some scripts here because I just talked to Kevin. Kevin Oberlander, again, compounding pharmacist, Dakota Pharmacy. I'll post his information after this video. But basically, 15 billion. I do 2 of these tabs a day. But let's pretend that, and if you swallow them, these are the pills, if you swallow them, they're not going to do a lick of good in your oral cavity, okay? So what you're going to have to do with this is you're going to have to break this open, and under room temperature water, you're going to have to kind of stir it up, dissolve it, that sort of thing, and it will dissolve in room temperature water. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this like this, and you're just going to drink it and swallow. You're not going to put it in your mouth and spit it out. That does no good, okay? You're going to drink it, let it swish around in your mouth for a little bit if you want to do that first, and then swallow it. But then it will go to the rest of your oral cavity. Let's see. Obviously, if you're taking antibiotics, you're going to want to take a good probiotic. If you're taking antibiotics for 10 days, take a good probiotic for 20. But here's the reality. You should be taking it every day. Okay, so basically make sure you're, if you're on any type of antibiotics, that you follow it up with a good probiotic. But my message is simple. You should be on a probiotic every day. So that would totally solve that issue. If you're taking antibiotics, you'd already have the probiotic on board. Again, why? Because you are basically killing all the bacteria with an antibiotic. So even the good bacteria. So that's why we recommend the probiotic. We already talked about the counts. Again, 1 tab, 15 billion. So that's a lot more bacteria than even this little Evora Pro. But I think the other thing that most people ask me is what's the cost? And the cost for basically whatever it's worth, $38.95. If you just took 1 tab a day, this would be good for 2 months. This is, I think, around 70, 80, maybe even more now. They really raised the price on this. And then this is good for approximately 3 months. But again, it's only going to be good for your mouth, okay? Again, this is both your mouth and your gut if you dissolve it like I was just showing you. I take this daily. And when do I take it? First thing when I get up in the morning. You want to take these on an empty stomach. So if you just had a big load on at some restaurant, you do not follow it with this because it's not going to do you much good. So again, when you get up in the morning, this is when I do it. Right when I get up, I take basically 2 tablets. Oh man, there's so much more we could talk about, but let's end it right here. I will post some information. Again, if you're clients of mine, you probably have seen this brochure, and we're going to break down all of the supplements that basically we recommend. Good Probiotic is where we started because I think it's the most popular. It's definitely the one we get the most questions on, but there's some other ones, and we'll go through those each time with a different video. All right, that's it. Make it a great Monday. That's your Monday motivation. Get on a probiotic, and we'll talk to you soon.